Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Hey, I want to get shout out to Notification Gang, Key Talk Gang for rocking with me every single video. If you listen to my voice right now, go ahead and hit the notification button so you get a notification every single time I drop a video. Anyway, so we got a few different topics to talk about today. Of course, we got Young Dolph. We got a picture of the bullet fragments that was all inside of Young Dolph's jaw. Then, of course, it looks like Finesse2tymes ain't the pappy. Now, you might be wondering, what do you mean he ain't the pappy? He not the pappy, and his mans is probably the one that is the pappy, right? We'll get into that. And last but not least, the hitman Killer Rat that's actually on the stand doing all type of snitching right now in the Young Dolph case has now said something that could get the whole CMG with a RICO, including Yo Gotti. We'll get into that as well. Anyway, so let's start it out. So, first of all, a picture of Young Dolph, not of Young Dolph, but the bullet fragments that was inside of Young Dolph's cheek actually has been released. Now, I'm going to show y'all that picture here in just a second. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show it to y'all right about now. So these fragments that you see right here, those are all the fragments that they recovered outside of Young Dolph's cheek, meaning whenever Young Dolph actually fell down to the ground, he was hanging out the window. If you look at the video, Buddy was still right there shooting bang, 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 bang. They was tearing his face up pretty much, right? Anyway, so if you look at the comment section of the people, they like, man, oh yeah, cuz getting a chair for that. So they believe that the very fact that they shot him in his cheek and his face and all that stuff, that's going to encourage them to give them the chair. Now, I don't know if that encouraged to give them the chair. However, the whole murder as a whole, if the death penalty is on the table, then of course they could be looking at the death penalty, right? But I'm not 100% sure that they got the death penalty as an option on the table right now. It says this trial about to make PRE slide some more. This is definitely the type of trial, especially with the snitch being on the stage, that could definitely make Pre want to slide more, because they have been sliding for sure. You can tell that just by all the stuff that been going on in Memphis after Young Dolph was actually killed, and also just seeing the way that they took him out will upset people. And we do know for a lot of people in the streets, especially, that's going to go slide and kill, move off of emotions, and this is a very emotional trial. It says 20 hits and most were head, neck, side. They kept shooting when he was down, hanging out the window. They definitely did. I saw it on the video. See how they ironically put all these distractions and trials to get our minds bigger what's actually happening. Hey, listen, man, here's a lot of stuff happening right now for sure, but this is definitely what we looking at in the hip-hop world. If you want to see something outside the hip-hop world, just go look at stuff outside the hip-hop world. Use your own mind, use your own brain, and you can go find whatever you want to find. That's what I do, right? So it continues and it says, y'all don't get it. All something big is about to happen. That's why they're distracting us. Everybody keeps talking about distraction. It definitely could be some sort of distraction. And of course, there's a lot of people saying, long live Dolph. Anyways, now let's go ahead and get into Finesse2tymes, because it does look like Finesse2tymes. So Finesse2tymes' mama, she actually went and got a DNA test of his kid, of his son. I believe it's of the girl named Naya, of their kid together. And not only did she go ahead and get it, he didn't even know she was getting it. She got it because she just wanted proof and 100% to know that that is her grandbaby and that he's the actual father, which turned out to be something good, because after getting the results back, Finesse2tymes is not the pappy. Now, the mama did take the Instagram. I'm gonna show y'all what she said whenever she took the Instagram, but I'm gonna read the header of it first, right? It says Finesse2tymes' mama did a DNA test without him knowing on one of the kids, and had to break the news to him on Facebook, because she did go to Facebook and actually let the news be known that he's not the daddy, right? I'm gonna read it to y'all. That he's not the father. It's actually a lot of fathers who don't know they're not the real father. Yes, this is actually the truth. There's a lot of fathers out there, and you watching this video, you might be one of the ones. If your wife looking at you right now, your girl looking at you right now, I don't know, I ain't trying to cause nothing, but a lot of women do be having babies and then thinking that they done stepped out in a relationship, and then the man be thinking they the father, when in actuality, you ain't the pappy, brother. But anyways, the mama actually took the Instagram, and I'm going to tell y'all what she said. It's really little on here, so I'm going to read it from my phone, right? Let me actually press play there. So it says, the results are in, and I'm mad as a motherfucker. Why, just why, you allowed our family to to bond with this baby, knowing it was a possibility somebody else could have been her daddy. So it's obviously a female baby, right? It says, Finesse2tymes, I'm sorry to have to be the bearer of bad news, but you are not the father, and I am not the grandma. Naya, you heard us with this one. From this day forward, everybody getting a DNA test, pound liar. So the mom ain't playing no type of games at all, right? All of Finesse kids, including the kids with sugar, will be having to get a DNA test because the mama wants it to happen. Obviously, Finesse2tymes, as he can see this happen now too, he's going to want it to happen because there are some messages that are now going viral, and the messages that are going viral, I guess, is between the Naya girl and also Finesse2tymes, in which is some shocking details within those messages, because now people is wondering, hold up. He said something about Junior might be the daddy and the baby look like Junior. Who in the blue hell is Junior? Now online, the only person we know Finesse2tymes of calling Junior, of course, is Mob Taj J Prince Jr., right? That's all we know. But I'm going to read the message to y'all and let y'all try to figure out and think who y'all think Junior is, right? But before we read those messages, of course, we got to check out the comment section to see what y'all are saying about it. So the first comment said, oh, well, I said, you's not the pappy. And I said it in like a Texas accent, right? The first person said, that's the mama and the daddy on the side for you. That's the mama on the daddy side for you. DNA test be done all my brother kids too. So this must was when he was in the next room and she was getting her back blew out. Oh yeah, because Finesse2tymes did tell us a story about how he was down bad or something like that, and this girl was in the next room getting her back blew out, and Buddy needed some paper, so it was letting it happen. Now, he did come out, and I guess he was saying that was keeping it P. Now, here's the thing about it, right? A lot of people that say they keeping it P, and like a story like that, to a regular person, we find that not just entertaining, but absolutely insane, right? But hey, don't judge nobody, let people do what they're gonna do. But they will call a person that sees that as an insane behavior as a square. But in actuality, no, that's just insane behavior. Like that, what, like, it don't even matter, right? Let's just keep reading the story. So the next person said, that's what mamas do. That's embarrassing. As a mother, there is no way I would expose this information to the internet before disclosing it to my son. Then that's still his place to let the world know. Old and still seeking attention. The whole family messy. Well, at least he can thank his mom for the long run for saving him some money. Definitely save Buddy some money. She probably would try to put Buddy on child support, all type of stuff. Hey, baby, the baby need $500. The baby need these shoes. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, it says, I knew it because Naya baby too cute. And then, of course, laughing emoji. So player got played. So is this with Sugar? It's not with Sugar, y'all. It's just for Naya, because she said, Naya, you hurt me with this, right? Down bad, but less problems for him. Mama know with a lot of the 100 signs. Life is funny. Everybody hops on this app and acts out fucking perfect, posting all these quotes, but don't know who the father is or isn't being a father. Now, I guess this was a shot they were saying that Finesse2tymes, because he does post a lot of quotes. Now, of course, this is the time where he was probably just hoping that she wasn't stepping out or something like that, even though you can't really just trust these women like that. You know what I'm talking about? You always got to be kind of alert, kind of aware. Then, of course, see if that baby looked like you or not, in which some people are saying the baby didn't look like him at all. But now, at least he knows the truth, right? So the next person says, the mama's messy. You ain't have to expose your son's business for the world to see. The fact you did that shows you had personal issues with the girl, which you have your reasons, I'm sure, which is okay. I mean, it's okay for the mama not to like the female, and for the mama to question her, and for the mama to want to make sure that things are actually legit. What do they do? Say mama knows best, especially when it comes to her son, right? But that isn't your place. If your son wanted that info exposed, let him be the one to put it out there. And heck, even let him find that on his own instead of hearing from the streets first. That's what's going to make matters even worse for him. Not only he got to deal with the news, but now he got to deal with the public, a whole other issue that could have been avoided. To be fair, most artists, when stuff go public for most artists, it goes viral, and it always get turned into some form of promotion for the artist, to be real with you, right? So long as the media is talking about the artist, they're getting attention, they're getting promo, they're getting where people are going to go tune into the story, which will actually transition into listening to the music, see if they're going to talk about it, all type of wild stuff like that, right? So it all flows together, and stuff like this kind of have to happen to artists, because when nobody's talking about the artist, you know, some other people believe they done fell off or anything else, right? Anyways. Not the bearer of bad news. #1 mom award. For real, for real. Ain't no guessing game. Excuse me. My mama Dukes 2 years ago. My mama Dukes 2 years ago. Is this his son that he having rap for $200 though? He knew he said he was in the next room when she was getting her back blew out. So, hey man, listen, a lot of people keep going back to the fact that he did say he was in that next room whenever her back was getting blown out. Anyways, now, like I told y'all earlier, some messages did actually leak out of that situation. And you can actually see it's between, it looks like the Naya, which is the mother of that baby that ain't Finesse2tymes or part of his family, in which Finesse2tymes tells Shawty to change the name of the baby and then gives a suggestion on who the baby might belong to, which actually shocked a lot of people as well, because they like, hold up. What in the blue hell is he talking about, Junior? Which Junior is he talking about? You know what? Let me go ahead and get to the story. So here is the messages right here. Right now, I'm going to read y'all the messages from my phone because, like I said, the word is a little small even for me. Hold on, let me actually do it this way. All right, so, nope. We're going to do it that way. All right, so pretty much the first message is from the girl, right? She said, "Wow, I'm devastated. I'm truly sorry. I had no idea. I did have dealings with an ex when he broke into when we broke up around that time, but there's no way I would have tried to put her on you. I thought she was yours. I'm sorry. I'm truly am. I know I said this is going to make, I know nothing I say is going to make up for this, but I would never intentionally try to hurt you. I genuinely didn't know." In which Finesse2tymes responded with a short message that said, "That baby looked like Junior." And now that is what sparked a lot of minds of people saying, "Oh, wow." Now, of course, he is inside of Houston, Texas. And he lives inside of Houston, Texas. And anytime in Houston, because I'm from Dallas, I'm talking about anytime, really even in Texas, period. I'm talking when somebody say Junior, but specifically, whenever you are inside of Houston, Texas, and you say that word Junior, everybody automatically thinks Jay Prince Jr. And when I read the comment section, you will see exactly who people think it is as well, right? So the girl said in response to Finesse2tymes saying that baby looks like Junior, the girl said, "I didn't have with Junior around that time." Around that time, which means she has done it with him, which is insane. So if this is the Junior that everybody think it is, that means that he piped down buddy girlfriend, you know what I'm talking about? Which I would imagine that would create some type of rift between their relationship unless he goes back to the keeping it P or whatever the heck type of, like all that stuff like that, right? And then, of course, it continues and it says, "I didn't cheat on you. It happened when we broke up." So she went from saying, "I didn't do it with him around that time, but only time I stepped out was when we broke up," right? And then Finesse2tymes with another short, simple message said, "Change the name." And she said, I'm sorry again. I really didn't know, Rick. I would have never tried to put her on you." So listen, fam, Shorty gonna say what she gonna say, talking about, even if she did know, talking about she busted down, so she gotta act like she ain't know, or maybe she just actually didn't know, talking about. Either way, it is what it is. Buddy gonna stand on business about the business that he know now, and he just told her simply change the name and it looked like Junior, talking about. So maybe him and her get their issues out the way, and maybe he curves that Junior probably piped down his girl, maybe he didn't, maybe he don't, right? Any sane person would care, especially when it's a baby mama. Like, it's a difference between a baby mama and then just like a regular scallywag, talking about. But either way it goes, let's go to the comment section. So the title said, "Finesse baby might be someone he calls Junior. Who y'all think that is?" And he also requests her to change the baby's last name. The first comment says, "Jay Prince Jr." with a question mark. And the next person said, "Laugh loud, makes sense, correct? Nah, for real. That's who came to my mind too. Change the name? Nah, for real. Why it always happened when you was on a break? Get money, stay single, and responsible. Not who I think it is who throw up this sign." He always be throwing up that sign, right? And somebody put a lot of laughing emojis. The next person said, "Bro, no, that should have been the first move." Obviously, he's saying the first move should have been him getting some type of paternity test just to see if it is his baby, his kid or not, right? Especially before he's spending any type of money on it, you know what I mean? And then, of course, it says, "Dang, little Ricky, get them funds back expeditiously pronto." Which BM is this? I've already told y'all that it's Naya. Then it continues and it says, "Well, heading into 2025, safe to say as us men been changing, we need to start the DNA test. And if she don't like it, why the do you care anyways? We don't like to listen. Junior, his little brother. I think the baby one. Oh, okay, so he's saying that it could have been the baby one. Oh, and then somebody else said facts. If you know, you know. So maybe it ain't J Prince Jr. like people saying. Maybe it's his. They say somebody say it's his baby brother. You know what I'm talking about? Who knows? The next person said, "Not hustling, flow finesse. This is very sad. Only JR I know besides 1152 Marvin, J Prince Jr. Oh my gosh, Junior. And made a baby. Bye bye. City girls, we up. Change the name. Dang P. Man, he on X2 cracking no girl open like a bank safe. The fuck you expect?" And then somebody said that was Captain comment right next. Not his juniors. I see nobody in the comments from Houston. We know who JR is, who Junior is. The finesse got finesse laugh out. That's brazy. Then they wonder why men lose their minds. It's this type of stuff that gets aired out, and if it wasn't for his mama, she would still play along and said nothing. Mob ties, not sugar. No, it ain't sugar, it's the Niagara, right? He thought he was pimping. Now he don't want to play stepdaddy. Change the name, gotta be up there with send a video. It's only one JR in question, J Prince Knucklehead son. This a baby. It said 12%. She needs to give him a test. It looked like so listen, man. Y'all see what it is and what's going down and what's going on, right? Anyways, we got to get to the next topic. And the next topic, listen, bro. The dude on the stand has now, in a Young Dolph case, the hitman snitch rat that's actually snitching on everything, giving all the details, telling the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help him God. Ain't even had to put his hand on the Bible, which I'm sure he actually did. But anyways, either way it go, listen, man, I done already told y'all, Buddy brain might be the size of a peanut. And with me saying that, now he has officially opened the door for Yo Gotti to be investigated because he has came out and said that, okay, first of all, you remember when everybody was saying he only got paid $800? Well, this dude didn't factor in the fact of his lawyer fees, right? And what I mean by that is, listen, most hitmen, they think they're going to do the hit for $50,000 or $40,000, whatever it may be, and all that money's there. They go live life, whatever it may be, and don't have to think about lawyers, right? Well, he's saying that when he went to jail, they actually paid him $50,000 for lawyer, right? So they paid him $50,000. He actually got paid more than he was supposed to get paid. He's supposed to get $40,000 for the hit, but he got paid a $50,000 lawyer, which was for the hit, and then $800 that he could just spend on whatever he want to spend it on, right? He just didn't use his brain and calculate, okay, well, all right, well, I ain't get it in my hand, so I guess that don't, no, all right? I'm going to play a video of the lawyer pretty much saying, so you got paid, your first lawyer got paid $50,000. Who paid it? In which he says CMG. And then what I mean when I say he opened the door for Yo Gotti to be investigated, he said CMG paid it, and I don't know who. Jook is dead. He could have just said, oh, well, Jook paid it and he's a part of CMG and he's the one that did it. But Buddy said, I don't know who did it. I just know it was CMG. So that leaves the door open. But let me go ahead and play the video for y'all, right?
The original lawyer in your case got $50,000 to represent you. Did he not?
I don't know exactly how much you get. I don't know.
Okay. All right. And you knew that
You're
just
watching
we're all
Key
clear
Talk
here,
Media?
that money came from CMG, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly who, but yeah.
All right. So you talked today. You got paid for what you just testified to, didn't you?
After I was locked up,
You got paid,
my
right?
lawyer was paid.
You got $50,000.
Listen, bro, this is what I mean whenever I say Buddy just ain't, it's the peanut sized brain, bro. The lawyer's like, so you got paid the $50,000, but you got it towards a lawyer. He's like, well, I ain't get paid. The lawyer got paid, as if the lawyer was in on the hit, right? In his head, the way he's shaping is like, oh, well, the lawyer was in on it. No, bruh. Your $50,000 wasn't just about to be off for you because you got caught in the process of it. If you didn't get caught in the process of it, then you wouldn't have had to pay $50,000 for a lawyer, and you would have got the whole $50,000. But in his brain, he didn't think about, oh, man, if I do this hit, what if I get caught doing this hit, and then I got to pay a lawyer $50,000 or $40,000 or whatever it may be. It doesn't process in his head, bro. And this is the thing, right? Whenever I told y'all that a lot of people that go through the hits, not all, but the majority of the people that's going to do the hits are extremely uneducated and they're not capable of using their brain to actually go and achieve anything in life. So that's why they're left and stuck with having to do stuff like hits and stuff like that, right? And it be the ones that are just not smart at all. Now, I'm not saying all, but I'm saying a majority of it. There's nothing else that they can do in life. Literally nothing else, because they don't have they're not smart enough. You don't have the knowledge. You don't take the education and nothing like that. And when I say education, it ain't even got to be like super high learning. It's even common sense, bro. Basic common sense, basic math. Not factoring in lawyers, thinking that getting $50,000 and paying that for a lawyer. Okay, if they gave him the $50,000 in his hand, what he would have did? Bought a lawyer with it, but instead they just paid the lawyer right away, right? While he's locked up. So, hey, listen, man, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and go to the comment section so we can see what y'all had to say about this. Let me finish the video. I think that should be the end. Let's see though.
Pay a lawyer, right?
I didn't get in my hand. Great. I don't know how much it was, but great. My lawyer.
Okay. And there's no question that that money was for services rendered. Killing Dolph.
Question, wait for the response.
I'll say basically. Anyway, so in the comment section said bad news for Gotti. That's definitely bad news for Gotti. Why? Because that opens the door. Because the very fact that this dude didn't say, yeah, I got it from CMG, but Jook is the one paid it, specifically put it on the person that's already dead, so he gets all the blame. He just said CMG, with Gotti being the head of CMG and the boss of CMG, the CEO of CMG, and they did decide to do a RICO, he would be in question for it because he didn't specifically put this on Jook for paying the $50,000 for the lawyer, right? I think the $800 he may have said Jook gave him to him, but for the $50,000, which is the lawyer fee, he just said CMG, and who's the boss of CMG, right? So next person said they hired an informant for a hit. Most definitely hired an informant for a hit. The worst type of hitman is going to be the one to do it, the informant. But let's be real. Nobody's trying to do 100,000 years in jail here. I'm talking about most of the time they're going to snitch. We see all these cases, bro. Everybody snitches, bro. Everybody snitches, and everybody always say, oh, the Screese is dead. The Screese is dead. I done seen the Screese is dead coming 1,000 times and people still doing the exact same things, which means insanity, right? So the next person said, what do you need a lawyer for $50K if you snitching? Which is a great point that he just made. Why buddy need a lawyer? He gonna go in there and snitch anyways, right? But it's still, I mean, you still want to get a lawyer though, even if you're gonna snitch, they might be able to work a little something extra out for you. But anyways, everybody screaming gang, gang, gang. Them folks come and get you, you gonna tell on the whole gang. Somebody jokingly put a young Dolph lyric, that's what that was. So the next person said $50,800. Shake my head, laugh out loud. Yes, that's exactly what he got paid, was $50,000, $50,800, not just the $40,000 that he was supposed to get for the hit. So he actually got overpaid. He definitely up there acting like Woody. No. This guy I can tell you right now, this guy is less smart than YSL Woody. I know YSL Woody said that he took special ed classes, and at least YSL Woody was up there playing around and stuff like that. I mean, he told a little truth and two, but he was up there playing. This dude right here is trying to tell the God honest truth, and so help him God. But at the same time, it's just, he just literally got, unless he wants to get Yo Gotti in the blender, because that's what he just did by just saying CMG and saying he don't know who from CMG did it. He definitely just put Gotti in the blender with what he's saying, right? So the next person said, and he did this on his daughter's B-Day because he didn't even have $10 to go buy her a toy from the dollar store. Yes, that's why I try to tell y'all, listen, tell y'all, I lived in the hoods. You know what I'm talking about? That's where I originally was at before 14 years old. My mama got Section 8, got us out the hood, right? I lived in South Dallas. You know what I'm talking about? When I lived in South Dallas, I lived on Hurling. Actually, I lived at 3601 Hurling Street in South Dallas, right? I lived in East Dallas. I lived in the East Dallas Project before. I lived on Deal Dock, you know what I'm talking about, in East Dallas as well. You know what I'm talking about? Went to Phyllis Wheatley Elementary inside of Dallas, you know what I'm talking about? So look, check this out, man. The mindset of poor is the worst type of person that you can't trust nobody with that type of mindset that ain't trying to elevate themselves to get themselves up out of being poor. And when I say elevate themselves to get themselves up out of being poor, I mean the type of elevation that they trying to do some of the right things to get out, because it's always easy to do the wrong things to try to get out, like doing a hit and killing somebody, but of course it's too much of a risk. It's too big of a risk. It always ends like, most of the time it ends like this. You see this every single time. You know what I'm talking about? Not every time, but most of of the time, this is the type of stuff you see. But if you ain't got no type of knowledge or education or no type of smartness about yourself at all, this is what you're gonna pretty much end up at, right? I'm telling you, education is super important, fam. Like, education is extremely important. The people that do got the little knowledge, a little brain power, some common sense, they the ones at the top that'll pay the money to get the dummy to go do the crash. Why do they call it a crash dummy, right? This is not only a crash dummy dude, this is a peanut brain crash dummy dude, and he just can't think. You know what I'm talking about? And listen, bro, I'm just keeping it real with it all. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, let's finish with the comment section. So next person said, this let you know how much your guy was in the streets and how his brother left him in some mess. Next person put a clown emoji. Dolph wife is about to sue. She definitely might try to sue. He took notes from Woody. Nah, he ain't take no notes from Woody because he doing way worse than what Woody did. Like way, way, way worse. And I don't think he's as smart as Woody. I think Woody's smarter than him. It says CMG done. Glorilla might as well start her record label. Well, I wouldn't say they're done, but I mean they're probably gonna be investigated more. Gotti not going to jail. That's why Hook died. Yeah. So Jug died. So yeah, Jug died, and that definitely takes a lot of pressure off of Gotti. But this dude just implemented the whole CMG, which is, and Gotti's the head, so it automatically goes for Gotti. With him saying that somebody paid the $50K from CMG and he don't know who it was, that's him opening the door. He literally made a little crack, and all them people need is a little crack, and they're gonna come on in, right? Services rendered is crazy. Dang, he a killer rat. ROTIM. So they should have knew to give him 100 if they was real, but they still don't give him props for telling. So you gotta just look this from both sides. And of course, somebody put the Dolph emojis and investigated in there talking, pointing at a guy. Oh man, that's all okay, Jug. Ain't have to talk, probably could have beat it. No, probably wouldn't have beat it for sure. They got too much ballistic evidence. He gonna need a new lawyer because y'all remember that whenever the Young Dolph hit actually started, like there was a Instagram page to like solve the whole case. They pretty much knew that it was Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop. I don't know if they knew it was this guy that's talking right now, but they knew it was Straight Drop, which is absolutely insane, right? And they like solved the case in like an hour, right? It says he gonna need a lawyer because after this, he ain't credible. So that money came from CMG, him. Yeah, exactly. That's what he said, right? Gotti, we been dying to get a hold of you for this interview. Oh, wow. Not calculating the lawyer fees for the hit is crazy. It definitely is crazy, but Buddy ain't do it. And somebody put, Yo Gotti would say, not me, the little gif. He got enough space on that forehead for all that sweating. Dolph, long live. He's a dope fiend. At the end of the day, dude ain't even do the task right. He left his phone in a glove compartment, all kind of goofy stuff. So, dude, you did get paid. They literally paid somebody. I mean, but that's what most crash dummies are, though. They're not smart. Most crash dummies ain't smart. That's why they're willing to take an extreme risk for such little reward. Bro, the risk of killing Dolph, knowing it's going to be international, and then like not taking the steps to not leave your phone in a car, not do specific stuff, taking your gloves off at a particular times, which he said he did, bro. Like that risk is way too low for only $40,000, man. How long is $40,000 gonna even last you? Especially if you don't have any type of money management or do with the money. Hey, listen, man. Let's just continue. Telling on a lawyer too. He definitely told on a lawyer. Well, I mean, CMG they gave the money to a little lawyer. Get them all. Take them all down. That was the down payment. Now they going to fire him. So listen, man. What in the blue hell is going on? So we done went over the whole Young Dolph situation. We done went over the whole situation, of course, with Finesse2tymes, Pimp Daddy 2tymes. Hold up. Back end man, Finesse2tymes. And then, of course, y'all was able to see the bullet fragments that was actually inside of Young Dolph cheek. Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal.